Welcome to the Mega Man Show.
The show.
Welcome to the Mega Man Show.
Let's go.
Making a place, beyond space, where nobody ever been before. Welcome to the Mega Man Show.
The show.
Welcome to the Mega Man Show.
Let's go.
Off to a place, beyond space, where nobody
Anyway,
ever been before.
hello everyone, welcome to a brand new Mega Monday. Apologies for the whole technical issues, and apologies for the whole unscheduled event this time. So, I'll be your host for tonight. I am Mush4, known in Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch. I go by multiple names though. Recently I've been going as Undetermined, if you have paid attention to the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. I go by multiple names, whether it's Shiro or Lobo, as you might see me in chat, like just chatting a lot, just looking at you guys. Don't worry. Y'all are funny, I think. But the point is, today I'm going to be showcasing a rather lost art on Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch as a whole, which is the Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch expansion packs. So, what are these expansion packs really? What do they entail? What do they do? Well, they do multiple things. Safe to say they are a conjunction of mods that are specifically themed around a specific game or a specific series. It doesn't really have to be an anime or a game. It just has to be like a conjunction of mods packaged together in a single WAD or in a single PK3 for that matter. However, over time this has kind of changed, mainly because of the way the community has moved on from single player. Now it's entirely based on the multiplayer. But outside of that, there's not a whole else to it. So, as this is a lost art, a lot of these expansion packs are pretty outdated. The first one, in fact, is one that comes all the way back from version 3, which was around the time I joined the game 13 years ago. So that's how old we're getting. Let me just lower the game audio here a little bit, just so you guys can hear me a little bit better. Do let me know if the audio is good. Alright, so outside of that, enough stalling. We're like 40 minutes behind schedule, so let's just begin with the powered up campaign. Let me warn you, this is a very broken campaign at that, so let's just begin. So, powered up, I mean, of course it's gonna take over in the next episode. All of these maps in particular are designed to be a better version of the original map. If you guys want, at the end of all of this, like at the end after I showcase everything, I can showcase to you like what version 3A looks like, which was the version I showed. So yeah, that's gonna be a little fun. But aside of that, I mean, this is just average Cutman, just with powered up music. So this map has a lot of cool redesigns compared to the original Cutman. For one thing, there's like a lot more. There's a lot more space that's surrounding it. There's like a lot more surrounding the whole strategy on the map. For one thing, rolling cutter is actually very easy to get, and you can just get kills like that. Another thing that you might notice is that when I frag roll here, it's actually going to say something outside of the script failing. So it says I frag classic roll. That's going to be a surprise to me. And another thing you might notice, there's no weapon colors. That's fine. Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, like, Rockman is a lot bigger than it really is on vanilla, even nowadays. There's just a lot more, squares here going on in this map. Which makes it a bit more fun. It made it a bit more fun back in the day, but nowadays, this map is definitely dated. And what do I mean by this? So if we go here, here's Astro Crush. Why does Cutman need Astro Crush? I have no idea, but you can do that. That was not worth anything. Alright, let me just lower down the game audio for you guys. Alright. This should be better now. Now you guys can hear me and my unfunny jokes. and you have no control over it outside of muting the stream. So anyways, I just end the stage. I mean, you already guys already done some of it, so. Yeah, like, again, a lot of these maps that you're gonna see here are very outdated. You can probably tell by the command line just kind of losing it right now. And it's also gonna be a lot harder for me to like move around the whole thing, but even then, that's alright. Another thing that some of you more keen-eyed viewers are gonna notice, I can't move my cursor up and down. I don't know why this is. I think this is because of the way camping is usually called on older versions of the game. We're gonna get rid of that after this mod. Don't worry. Anyways, we're cut minutes of that. So, I mean, all stage was alright. Not the worst thing in the world. It's like, it was just decent for the time. That's gonna come a lot in this in this showcase, but that's fine. Let's just move on to the next stage. Oh, sound effects are loud. Okay. Okay, let me just do something here real quick. There you go. That should be a bit more tolerable for you guys. That's a bit more tolerable, right? So, Bomb Man. Alright, Bomb Man is, yeah, this map's not good at all. Let me just try and get Hyperwomp here, okay? There's a very cool thing I want to showcase in this map, and it's mainly the way how they rework time slow in this mod. So, time slow in Vanilla 8-Bit Deathmatch, it simply works just, hey, you press this button and make everyone go slow, which is cool. But that's about it. It's like one of the worst weapons in Vanilla, either way. So let me just try and get its cooler cousin here, which is in this map, and it's possibly the easiest way to access it anyway. So let me just try and get here. So there's Gravity Hold. We don't care about that. There's also Proto Buster in there. I don't really care about that either. Let me just try this here. Let me just go here and just rush coil, move in a specific way, and I get time slow. So time slow is very cool here. So you shoot the time on arrows, and if you charge it, you use time slow, and I killed someone with it. That's I would say the line, but honestly, nah. That has happened before, unfortunately. Sorry to ruin the surprise for y'all. But anyways, now let's get done with the stage. I mean, you guys already saw it. It's a pretty small stage. It's very symmetrical. Kind of the usual for maps around the time. And another thing you might notice that the maps have gotten a little bit of a retouch, mainly that they added the powered up backgrounds. And they just put the Mega Man 1 sprite work in here. And oh wait, hold on. We can't go there. We can't go yet. We have to showcase the role of this map. Because the gimmick of this expansion pack does is that it actually changes roll skin for every map. As you can see, this is Sports Roll. He looks cool, and it's one of the few things that has lasted all of these years. So let me just end the stage there. Chip damage with the time slow. Yep, that's how you know the showcase is gonna be something fun. Anyways, next stage. Next stage I'm particularly scared of because there's a chance the game crashes. However, I have tested many versions of 8-Bit Deathmatch and many versions of Zendronum. This combination of them is the best one I could find, to my knowledge. So let's just begin with Iceman. So Iceman, the problem with Iceman and soon enough Electman is that there's teleports on this map, and if you know anything about 8-Bit Deathmatch or have been in the community for a very long time, you know that old map teleports are just a recipe for disaster half the time. I have tested this on this map. Thankfully, nothing bad had happened. But yeah, this is Iceman. Iceman is way too big for its own good. Too big for Smash, unfortunately. I really don't like the map. It has not aged well at all, but I mean, we're here to have fun anyway, so yeah. As you can tell, there's like a lot of places to go. There's like a lot of places that you can find people in. Most of the time, you gotta find them on the water on that same corridor, even in Shirioke. And if you see like stuff like core copyright translation, I actually am very scared for that, because that means someone hopped in a teleporter, and there is like a non-zero chance of getting crashed because of that. Thankfully, nothing bad has happened yet. We just killed Santa Roll, by the way. That's the roll for the map too. Let me just grab another thing this expansion adds. Let me just deploy Dog and Cat. This is Roll Swing. So Roll Swing is something that's very funny. If you hit someone with it, you just knock them off like that. Let me just show you it again with Roll here. If I can even not take damage. Not taking damage is hard in this game, man. So anyways, let's do a demonstration with Iceman here. Let me just hit you. Hit one of you, definitely. No, okay, not deploy the tornado hold full mission. Quick mission. There you go. Oh, let's try again. So there's time slow again. We don't care about that. Let's just do this. And I mean, you can see good demonstration of Roll Swing here. Thankfully, it doesn't do that much damage. It's just funny. It's just funny. It's just a funny weapon. But aside of that, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on at Advanced Stage. It's a very cramped, very big stage, and also very cramped. Again, a lot of these maps that you're gonna see, at least for the powered up, haven't aged well at all. And they were cool back in the day, but you can tell that we can do much better nowadays. Let me just end the map real quick. Any minute now. Surely, come on, Free Fan. Get over here. Get over here, you light creature. I'm actually gonna. Okay, thank you, Rockman. He indeed made a popsicle out of me. Let me just send the map. Oh, get over here. Do not use that blizzard attack on me. Oh. Let me just deploy a travel here. That into the map. Thank you. Alright, next map. This is another map that hasn't aged well at all. After Iceman, I mean, of course, you gotta go to Fireman. There's not a whole lot going on in this one. It's a very symmetrical map, to say the least. Here's Mirror Buster, and I might as well showcase why this weapon sucked so much. So it just does this. I mean, I got a kill with Alt Mirror Buster, which is much more impressive than you think. But it just does this. And it wastes a lot of ammo too, so it's like, it's bottom of the barrel. It used to be bottom of the barrel back in the day. Like, a lot of people like think like, you know, Mirror Buster isn't that good, even nowadays. And it is sort of correct, but like, you guys, like, you new people to it with Deathmatch have no idea how good you have it with Mirror Buster. Like, it's a bit more DPS heavy, but really not worth using at all. But anyways, Fireman stage is very cramped. It has a lot of fire pillars, you can see. There's a lot more traps in the map too. It does a bit more with the gimmick than the original map did back in the day, but it's not that good. Even back then, it wasn't that good. So I guess I have to explain like a little bit of a backstory here surrounding the mod. Unfortunately, I believe the original mod is lost media, and I got access to this mod thanks to a community member by the name of Hillman. Hillman is working, to my knowledge, on a revitalized version of the powered up expansion. We're just working on new maps, working on a better set of weapons that fit the powered up a little bit better. To my knowledge, that project is still in the works, but it's still a cool project. To my knowledge, it was gonna be like far more engineered, to say the least. If there was gonna be like an entire overworld, there was gonna be like a lot more settings to tweak in the expansion. You could get your helper if you want. You could even choose your own weapon if you want. But it's still work in progress. I still have no access to that version of the powered up expansion. So really, this is all we have. This is the most up-to-date version of the expansion, and you can tell it's pretty old. So yeah.
not a whole lot going on right now. I'm just gonna get done with the stage, even though like I am not doing a good job of that. Let me just take care of this guts man. Come here, little guy. Or big guy. There you go. Anyways, let's just end the stage real quick. Here's Fireman. And Fireman never was. Alright, so next stage. So next stage actually has an interesting thing. So we're going to Oil Man, I believe. And Oil Man actually has a very cool thing. A thing that has actually permeated in the campaign of current 8-bit Deathmatch. So welcome to Oil Man. So Oil Man, I mean, starts off usual. I actually like this map. It's very cramped. It's very chaotic. But honestly, the good deathmatch maps actually do that. So let me just. Oh, wait a minute. The thing isn't here yet. Someone picked it up. Okay, here's the thing. Someone picked it up. Okay, so here's another thing from the powered up expansion. So you see that 1-up icon there? Let me just grab it real quick. This is the Mega Buster. The real deal. You can charge people with it. It's actually a lot more broken than it seems. It pierces through people. It does like 40 damage. And it's also a ripper for some reason. I don't know what they were doing here, but I mean, I gotta make do with what I gotta make do with. Yeah, like you can kind of see how broken it is. Here's the roll for today. This is a Halloween roll. She's a little witch. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a lot of colored message parts, so we're not gonna see much out of it. Outside of that, I mean, this stage is pretty cramped. There's like a few bits of oil. There's like a little bit of old map jank here. That if you hug this fence here, you go super fast for some reason. But outside of that, not a whole lot. Let's just finish the stage here. Let's just kill some people. Let's just light the fire pit for no reason and just forget we're not on B6B, so unfortunately Hazard Fracture not hanging out for us. And I just got flashbang, let me just look behind me. Let's just get done with the map. Alright, great. Let's be careful here. So I might as well say like what's happening with my cursor. Some of you might have noticed I can't really move up and down. Again, this is a bug with how campaign mods were coded back in the day. Unfortunately, they haven't ported well into more modern versions of both Sandronum and MM8BDM Deathmatch, so we're gonna have to deal with it for the time being. So if this looks hard, trust me, it is much harder than it is. Careful here. Careful not to light the fire. I thought I left the fire, my bad. I just lost a kill there. And I also lost a kill there. Let me just lock in real quick. Alright. Fire up the bus there. Careful. Nah, fire. 2 kills. Now, if we get 11, now we're gonna get to 15 real quick. Oh, never mind. Whoops! Here comes a new challenger. Alright, this takes you back to 2014 when I first played the expansion. I know, man, dude. I was 10 when I played this expansion. Safe to say, I'm an adult now, so that's how much time has passed. Anyways, moving on. So, Oil Man powered up. So, remember what I said that there's one thing this expansion pack has that has actually permeated into the campaign of current 8-bit Deathmatch? On the scene. It's me, Mega Man. I've joined Wily's side now. Come on, potential speedrunner, join us. If you don't join Wily, you won't last long. Yep. This is the origins point of the copy robot fight of the campaign. Let me just do something real quick. So of course the idea is that you fight him, but you can just kill him with the oil pillars here. It's a really funny way to kill him. Okay, I'm getting bad RNG. They should be charging the booster now. There you go. Wait. Okay, they're fighting. I'm gonna lock in a little bit because there's actually a likely chance I die here, even though this fight's pretty easy most of the time. I'm gonna try to get the yellow kill. Anyways, that's fine. Anyways, dangerous stage incoming. So, even though I tested this stage and I have seen that it doesn't crash, I'm still not gonna chance it. I'm gonna camp this. I'm gonna camp here. That way, no one hops in the teleporter, no matter what they do. But anyways, if you kill Mega Man there, you get the Mega Buster permanently. Very cool. By the way, that was a anti-save roll. Here's the Sniper Joe. Let's just drag it real quick. So like this stage has a lot more elect beams, hazards. It doesn't do a whole lot. It's a lot more flat compared to what it was back in the day. It was a lot more under leveled. Oh yeah, I might as well show you the funny Deathmatch hit sprite, getting hit sprite. There you go. Even if it was for a little bit, it's iconic. Like you aren't an old generation 8-bit Deathmatch player. You have not seen that sprite at least once. Anyway, so again, unfortunately, you're not gonna see a whole lot of the map. This is me just making sure the game does not crash at all. Just making sure that no one hops in that teleporter. Even though, like, I have, from my testing, the game doesn't crash at all. Even then, I still don't want to chance it any one bit. There you go. The game crashed. So, that's what I meant. So someone sent... So, Time Man hit the jugular there. And unfortunately, the game crashed. This is kind of what I mean with, like, the expansion being, like, too unstable, to say the least. I wish I could, like, showcase, like, the bosses here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. Let me just hide my game real quick to at least showcase the maps. And at least showcase the credit scenes. That being said, that Time Man hit an incredible shot. I'm impressed. Time Man be like, time's up. Yeah, pretty much. And speaking of Time Man, I believe that is the next stage that we're going to. So, Time Man has a mechanic that might not seem like it has any resemblance to something modern, right? Oh, hold on, let me just showcase again real quick, because there was a chance that, like, I could get doxxed if I didn't showcase it. But anyways, let's go to the offline skirmish. Let's just go to the next stage, which was Time Man. So I'm not gonna do any bot showcase or anything. Let's just run it. There you go. So this map is honestly my favorite of the lot, mainly because of the gimmick. So you see this icon here? So it's standing still. It's just Mega Man. So this is your average day of Deathmatch. Now, double fire rate. Now, this might seem like nothing is happening right now. Like, oh wow, double fire rate. How cool! I can just spam air shoot, or I can just spam metal blade like no tomorrow. But now, we lose that double fire rate. This might not seem like it, but to my knowledge, this is the origin point of the Robo Ensa gimmicks. So if you want to think something for like the cool Robo Ensa mechanics that you see in like in B6, say thanks to this map. This map's gimmick is that every time you hear the clock ticking, it's gonna swap to a different mechanic. In this case, it's speed, and now we lose it all. Back before, it was double fire rate, and now it was speed. I think those are the only gimmicks that we have, to my knowledge. Let's wait for a new one. Yeah, just double fire rate and speed. That's fine. So we're just gonna move around here. You're gonna notice there's a lot of like shield attackers here for some reason. Here's Rose Broom again. It's pretty funny with the double fire rate. By the way. But yeah, this map has a few conveyor belts. It has Thunderclaw in it. Thunderclaw is really funny. Here's a teleporter. If I hop in it, I think the game probably crashes, so we're not gonna do that. So let's just move on to the next map, which is Gutsman. Gutsman, honestly, I'm impressed. This map hasn't been like ported to a more modern map pack, because honestly, of all the maps, this is the one that aged the best. So this is Gutsman. There's a lot of things going on in the map. It's a really big one, but honestly, it fits the whole construction site aesthetic a lot better than the modern one. These platforms do not work, by the way. Unfortunately, I think that's something exclusive to a specific version of the expansion pack, and in a specific version of the what is it? A specific version of the powered up expansion. So since these things don't work, might as well hop on these. There's a super run, by the way. Very open map. There's a lot of stuff that you can like do on the map. It's very open. It's really good on multiplayer, even nowadays. There's time slow again, so might as well showcase like what it works specifically. A bit better at least. So if you charge it, I mean of course time slow, but you can also have the time and arrows. Unfortunately, I think this weapon unfortunately does not recharge any energy, mainly because non-B3 moment. But yeah, I mean this map's cool, even now. I remember playing it like with insects and hail, I believe, and it still was a pretty fun map. Like, here's Balloon Cracker. Doesn't do a whole lot. Here's Eddie too. Just to, like send off the map, I might as well show Eddie here. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he gives me. Aww. He tried to give me the Arrow Buster, but unfortunately the game too broken for that. Anyways, here's item 1. Item 1 sucks a lot. You have to do it like this. Kind of similar to like, how you would do it in like No Constancy or Rockman 2 Minimum. But yeah, not a whole lot to say about Gutsman. Unfortunately, like both the weapons and the utilities don't change that much outside of time slow. So yeah, let's showcase the wider map. Let's see, where was wider one? There you go. All right, this is where the age of the map lies. This is where the age of the mod lies. Yeah, this looks old, right? I mean, it was cool back then, but yeah, even now, it's still not good. I mean, there's a lot of free E-tanks, if you like those. But the very bad thing about this map is that it doesn't have all the Mega Man 1 weapons, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, it was generally just throwing anything around, trying to make it, you know, more cool, more aesthetically pleasing, but yeah, not a whole lot going on. Hey, look! Why is he in the cage? I think they should let him be free, right? Let me see if I can hit him from here. Wing Boomerang does not work. Ice Slasher? Doesn't affect him at all. Well, do you guys want to ask him a question while we're at it? Oh, come on, he's not an annoying boss. He's cool. He can't say a word. I mean, outside of Boomo, but come on, that's all he knows. He has a single eye. He has a single eye too. I think that excuses him. So, there you go, Boomo. Yep, this is an Easter egg. If you hit him, you trigger the If you hit him, you trigger the whole Wily 1 music. No, I think originally there was like gonna be a... There was gonna be like Yellow Devil all over the place, like it was gonna kill people and whatnot, but unfortunately I don't think that's like, I don't think that ported well into the version of 8-bit Deathmatch that I'm running here, which is B5D. But yeah, again, not a whole lot going on in this map, unfortunately. It's just a bunch of structures, very flat map, which is not bad at all. It's just like, it was cool for its time, not anymore. Anyways, let's trigger the Nightmare stage. Why the castle powered up? Honestly, the concept of this map is cool. It's a combination of all the maps that you saw in original Mega Man 1. Here's Iceman. There's a teleporter, evil teleporter, by the way. Every single teleporter in this map crashes the game. Here's Gutsman. And here's double fire rate on Time Man. Honestly, the fact that this mechanic works at all on this map is genuine technical prowess. Here's Fireman. You saw Iceman. There's Parashot in there. Here's Select Man. Here's Oil Man. Let's see where's Cutman. I think Cutman was hidden somewhere in here. I know Cutman was hidden somewhere. Hold on. That was Select Man. That's Time Man. That's Fireman. That's Gutsman. This takes you to the top. I guess no Cutman for us. I guess I forgot about him. That's a shame. Alright, that's command line, don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to showcase on this map. It's just a four corners kind of map. Outside of like the whole gimmick surrounding with the combining 8 stages in one, which I think is still pretty cool, and I'm shocked like no other map like really does it at all. Even nowadays. It's pretty cool. But yeah, unfortunately, not a whole lot to showcase here. So with that, I mean, we do end the, hold on. Sorry, my game blacked out for a bit. So, with that, I guess, I wish I could showcase the campaign, but, I mean, I probably could. I just like, can't do the following here. Let's just do next stage. Oh well, I think it's oh well, bummer. Well, with that, let's showcase the credits. Oh yeah, I was pulled out the entire time. My bad. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can't really showcase everything in the expansion. There's a really cool Wily fight, which honestly didn't really age well. But yeah, this community project was handled by MyRock, which later on became one of the devs for 8-bit Deathmatch as a whole. A lot of the people you're gonna see here, outside of some weird names, actually went on to work for 8-bit Deathmatch, even nowadays. But yeah, in my opinion, this expansion honestly didn't age well at all. Like, you can kind of tell by the sprites, that buff Time Man right there. But I still appreciate what this game tried to do. Or at least this expansion tried to do. It tried giving a new breath of fresh air to... Try to give a brand new breath of fresh air for the campaign that at the time honestly was really necessary. And
overall, I had fun when it was functional. Anyways, unrelated side note, I'm not sure Bolot should be looking at Dr. Light like that. But whatever, that's all I had to showcase for the powered up expansion. At least all I can logistically showcase. We're running a bit late on schedules anyways, so let's just censor the game real quick. And oh boy. Now we're ready for what was originally my favorite expansion, but unfortunately, it just kind of ended out of nowhere. So yeah, coming right up, we're gonna showcase what was considered one of the most groundbreaking expansion pack for its time. Let me just find. Let me just set up a launcher here real quick. No wait, no, it couldn't be this one. I think. Let me test. Let me test. Let me test if it even loads. I think okay, it loaded, great. All right. So coming right up. If the game loads anytime now, it's gonna take a bit. There you go. Alright, so, coming right up. This is B5, right? You know, just a normal B5. I mean, there's my settings. I mean, gender or another, non-binary here. Shout out to the non-gender conforming people here. Gender non-conforming people here. So, yeah, I mean, nothing's wrong. I mean, you have your usual settings for the time. You will had saved, you know. If we go single player, what the hell is this? So, welcome to the Mega Man Rock Force expansion pack. This used to be the most avant-garde version, the most avant-garde expansion pack for its time. Nowadays, it's unfortunately fallen into forgetfulness outside of the map and outside of the weapons, which are still really cool even to this day. So, without further ado, let's just begin the Rock Force campaign right now. So yeah, I mean, if you're a big fan of Rock Force, I mean, you're probably gonna get hyped. So, for one thing you might notice, we're not fighting for Dr. Light here, we're fighting for the Rock Force, and we're fighting against the Justice League, which is the current replacement for Dr. Wily's team. So, to understand what made this version so special is that a lot of the time, some of these expansions like limited themselves to being like, oh hey, it's just a chapter, but not a whole lot going on. This one actually changed a lot of stuff. For one thing, it added a lot of weapons, and these weapons were not just like modified versions of vanilla weapons. These were like actual unique weapons. For one thing, let me just showcase real quick Strip Cloak. So of course Strip Cloak makes me invisible. Not to the boss though, of course, I mean that would be too OP. But it also holds the mechanic that if you know Rock Force at all, you know these blocks, you can only stand on them with Strip Cloak. So you get here, and you get Photon Flare here. But yeah, I mean, it's just Rock Force. So this is Crit Man. Unfortunately, I believe you need a skin pack for this, which I haven't loaded at all. But yeah, I mean, you saw Photon Flare and how it works. Phantom Fuse. Okay, so Phantom Fuse was a little funky in Rock Force originally, but here's like a little bit more inconsistent. You can control it with your mouse, no matter what you do. But it's a lot more inconsistent, and you can't really just aim at someone point blank. You have to aim at the ground beneath them to kill them. It's weird. Anyways, let's showcase Pulse Stopper. Pulse Stopper is like my favorite weapon of the entire Rock Force expansion, because it's Star Crash, but you can release it in the case that things get a little too dicey, like that. Similar to what the original thing did.
Anyways, Circuit Breaker is annoying to deal with. If you know anything about playing on Deathmatch with against Circuit Breaker, you know how much of a pain it is. There's so much on screen. It spans a lot of sounds, and it kills you very quickly. Even though it doesn't do like a whole lot of damage, to say the least. Let me just do that. Oh hey, here's the two people. Let me just see what I mean. But yeah, not a whole lot going on this map. We gotta find the people, rag them. Thankfully, old gyro attack was really powerful, so you can just do that. Let me just hop on the teleport because now teleporters don't crash the game. Let me just try to frag people, trying to get into like bossy territory. Thank you, Swordman. But yeah, you can probably notice that the boss art seem like a little bit stupid. Again, this is the version of the Central that I'm running for the time being. Just to ensure that the maps do not break at all. That being said, I am running a spot fix of this expansion pack because unfortunately this map has one of the maps I'm going to showcase is infamous on the 8-bit Deathmatch community because of how broken it is. And unfortunately, there was no way to circumvent it for this showcase. So anyways, gotta love this boss music. I mean, this was Justice Man's music, right? Thank you for the bits, Dylan. Anyways, we just precision F-bomb Shape Man to the next stage. So, honestly, what makes Rockport special is that these maps are timeless. These are more modern maps, so we're gonna have a lot more fun. So anyways, Photon Man. Photon Man is one of the most fun stages in the pack. Here's Photon Man. Very cool guy. We just assassinated him with Shadow Blade. Anyways, Hyper Bomb on map, you know what you gotta do. But yeah, like this map is very small, but it allows for a lot of platforming that honestly you don't even see even on modern maps nowadays. That's why it's my favorite. There's just so much you can do on this map. There's so many ways to move around. There's so many ways to find people. And you're not limited to just like one weapon. Like I'm doing this is just like agilize the process, but yeah, I mean, it's just cool. Like this map's just cool. Here's the mechanic of Photon Man, by the way. Just the elevators. Let me just kill Crystal Man here real quick. Anyways, we're taking a little bit on this map. This map's just 10 tracks. Come on, we should be done by now. Those two are hugging the wall. But yeah, again, this is just an example of like how good like the Rockport's expansion was, even like especially for its time. Like it had incredible maps, like super fun weapons, like Photon Flare. I mean, like Photon Flare is honestly one of the worst weapons of the pack, but it's still funny. It's still funny. Like that. Just do one of these. Thank you. Alright. Gemini Man is done, so that means we should be done with stage right about now. I probably didn't show the flavor text, but whatever. Anyways, here's Photon Man. Say goodbye to him. Alright. Now we move on to Pulseman. Now Pulseman is honestly one of my lesser favorites, but it's still a great map.
And with this one, we're gonna showcase what is, in my opinion, the worst weapon of the pack, at least the current version of it. Here is Fire's Outbreak. So, as some of you may know, Fire's Outbreak was a weapon similar to Star Crash. You know, you get a ring here, and you can expand it, right? If you hold the button. However, the problem is, like, it doesn't do anything to my knowledge outside of, like, reducing defense. Reducing the resistance, which meant that, like, oh god. Which meant that, like, outside of, like, a very circumstantial scenario that you can get a kill with it somehow, you're not gonna use it a whole lot, unfortunately. So yeah, we're not gonna be showcasing it a whole lot. It looks cool, don't get me wrong. The effect is cool, but it doesn't do much of anything. Wait, oh god. So Rockforce at 6, so that just peaks at 7. Do not say the thing, by the way. I know what I said. Unfortunately. Oh god. At least I practiced some of my regular tricks somehow. I gotta be super careful, and Justice League 1. Yeah, so Pulseman, at least in the campaign, has that effect because Photon Flare is very easy to access and it's on a very easy spot to land in. So yeah, now we're gonna try speedrunning the stage. It shouldn't be that bad anyway. Let's just try to do Photon Flare here. Here's Pulseman, by the way. The fight doesn't look that good. They reworked it on later versions, but on later versions. And that was entirely my fault. Let me just spam while it's oil. Fire. 5 to 6, that's not good. Where is it? Oh god. Fireman, what are you doing, man? Take your hand in the game. Oh god! I should have taken my hand in the game. I should probably go to angle roll. Hold on. Let me try. Oh god. Ooh, okay. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really annoying. But anyways. At least the song's good. Anyways, let's finally do the thing I should have probably done, grab Tangle Roller this way. And just make sure they look at me. There you go. It's kind of easy. It's kind of easy to cheese the stage sometimes. Let's be careful with Dynamo here. Let's just walk here, put Tango on the side. Unfortunately, the one bad thing about cooldown players is that there is a cooldown that takes egregiously long to try and down the weapon. Unfortunately, it's not really fixed here. It's fixed a lot better in later versions of Weapon Pack, but yeah, we're gonna have to deal with it for now. Thankfully, now we're winning, so we should be okay. Oh, they picked my regular trick. How careful. Oh, yeah. So behind me. Oh, okay, 97. That's fine. We'll deal with that. With that scoring. There's a skill here. There we go. Now we're free from Fuse Man. Pulse Man, I mean. Now next stage is Fuse Man. Or Fires Man, I mean. Okay. Raise your hand if you actually like this stage, and I'm not surprised if no one raised their hand. Fires Man is honestly very lackluster stage. There's not a whole lot going on. The map's pretty flat. It's pretty big, which is great in multiplayer, but it really doesn't do anything interesting. Thankfully, the bots are dumb, so it's not gonna be that much of a bot.
But yeah, it's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. This is not fun at all. That being said, I'm getting pretty lucky with my teammates here. They actually woke up, which is rare on older versions of Sandronum. Like, look at Oil Man here. I don't know what he's doing. Let me just hunt Fire Man here. Thank you, bro. So anyways, here's Fire Side Break. The single worst way to get it. I believe there is. Okay, there are 2 weapons I haven't showcased yet. For this expansion pack. They're gonna come in later, don't worry. But outside of this, I mean, this is pretty boring. Especially on campaign. Not nearly as fun. There's Wire for that, by the way. Let me just try. I could get Crypt Book right now, but not worth it on this map. Not a whole lot you can do with it. Outside of like having easier access to Fair Shot, but even then, like. But even then, you could just like walk on another side and get it. Which is much easier and much faster. Anyways, here's a bunch of bots. And they're aiming at me. How fun. So here's Fair Shot. I just aim it at this guy. That's Snake Man here because I hate him. Alright, Birdman, I get it. There you go. Now that Birdman was dealt with, we can do something cool here. Which is finishing the stage because God, the stage was long. Nice. Thankfully, this stage was actually pretty fast considering my previous runs. Now we go to Fuse Man. Hey, here's one of the weapons I forgot to showcase. So here's Shot Gauntlet. Let me just where's Fuse Man? Just Raven. No, that's not the guy I want. Where's the guy? Where's the guy? Hey, here's the guy. Let me just put him closer here real quick. Let me just get him closer here real quick. There you go. So Shot Gauntlet does damage, of course, but it also has the main property of making people get to you. It's not good. It's not a good weapon, honestly, but it is funny, and that's what matters. Outside of that, I mean, using that stage is actually cool. Like it's a good map. There's a minecart you can ride and go all the way to the other side of the map if you want. That being said, this map does get really chaotic and even campaign, as you can probably tell by the appearance of Circuit Breaker. And also, there's a weapon that these bots are not able to get, which I'm gonna do some parkour for. Ah, okay. Well, they failed the parkour, that's okay. Gotta be careful, because I can die. So let me just do the parkour again. Nope. Pinky dive, man. Oh god. That's Shot Gauntlet in action. This is Shot Gauntlet in action, by the way. Such a funny weapon. There you go. Nice shot. Let me just do the parkour here. Thank you, Fuse Man. Definitely Fuse Man. Unfortunately, I don't have your skin loaded. The version of this mod, unfortunately, didn't finish the I believe Fuse Man, Crit Man, and I think Circuit Man? Hopefully I'm not throwing this information. Anyway, let's get 9 minutes. I'm in here, Crash Man. Get over here. Such a funny weapon. I don't care that it does negative damage. It doesn't matter. There you go. It's Sage. Alright. Now, it's time for possibly the single most infamous stage of this entire showcase.
This stage is part of the reason why I had to like do a lot of
dev work to like even get to work. Wait, hold on, I just realized something. Oh, it's
my resolution was funny, huh? My bad, chat. But anyways, time for the most infamous stage of this entire showcase. Welcome to Shockman.
Now here's the thing. This is a, as you can probably tell, no texture at all. Unfortunately for this map, there was a lot of problems. For one thing, this thing doesn't work.
All of this is because this map is not really the original version of the map.
This map is
a completely new version of this one that takes away the core mechanic of Shockman, which is the electrified water. The reason why is that the entire map was coated in spaghetti. That is the best way I can explain it. Back in the day, this map worked, and it worked once and never again. No matter the patch, the map just simply never worked, and they had to take off the shocking mechanic in multiplayer. Thankfully, the water works, so I'm not permanently soft locked if I just hop here. But unfortunately, because of that, and because of that this map works once and never again, it causes to have a little bit of infamy, so much so that no one really goes for this map at all, even though it's practically fixed nowadays, especially with more modern map packs of Rock Force.
But yeah, it's what happens. It wouldn't be when you're like a very expensive mod, to say the least. But yeah. Thankfully, this map is not broken, at least the version I have of the map that I imported, into the mod. So we should be okay. Yeah, lots of good spaghetti code, indeed. So to explain what happened with the map, because of the spaghetti code that it was surrounded in the campaign of Rock Force, this map is impossible. There's no way to beat it. And because the bots will always spawn at a certain point of the map, which I'm gonna try and get into right now. Hold on. Let me just. So they're gonna spawn right here. Right here, we get soft locked and we die a lot in the original version of the map. And not only that, you can't hop on the water; it's insta-kill. I'm not sure why. It's probably the spaghetti code that caused the map to work in the first place, and then never work again. But yeah, that's the backstory of this map. Nowadays, thankfully, it has been fixed, and you can enjoy it on the multiplayer. But that's about it. Let's just get done with this stage. This stage really takes a long time anyway. Unfortunately, you're not gonna see the custom weapons for Rock Force here, because this is the map pack version, which means that it tries to replace the Rock Force weapons that were originally in the map with classic weapons. So what was originally I believe Pulse Stopper is now Flash Bomb. What was originally Photon Flare is now Spark Shock. No wait, no, it wasn't Spark Shock, it was Horn Chaser. What was originally Shock Onset is now Spark Shock, so yeah. You're not gonna witness a lot of the Rock Force goodness here outside of the song, which honestly, amazing song. Rivals a lot of the official ones. There you go. That's the stage. So now that we're free from the most infamous stage of the game,
we're now in a bit of a chill territory. Let's go to Circuit Man.
Now this stage is pretty funny. It does have this mechanic of that you can't enter on certain doors. I believe it doesn't work here. Or at least it only works on certain doors. You can kill people with this, it's very funny. But anyways, let me showcase some jank that I found on the map. So, oh, okay, so thankfully it works here. Thankfully the map works here, so we're not gonna showcase it. But yeah, this map features like these blocks like just moving around. Thankfully they don't do damage, but well, they do damage, but like
you're gonna get pushed off from them and die, which is not great.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, this map is cool. That being said, unfortunately, you're not gonna see Circuit Man again. Don't worry, we're gonna showcase them once I get into a more modern 8-bit deathmatch holder, to say the least. Just do this.
Oh god. Alright, I remembered.
Alright. But yeah, you got the conveyor belt, you got the banging music, you got the PCB style map. Honestly, this map's still cool, even to this day. Oh, Rockman is putting the break right now. Oh god, watch out for Man with the circuit breaker.
If you see a bot with circuit breaker, you run.
Oh hey, there's lightning bolts. So, okay, to get lightning bolts is a bit annoying, but you can get it. It's just hard to do it alone. That being said, lightning bolt is usually the go-to for like online deathmatch, but we're gonna try getting it here. It's a bit hard though. And I did it. Wow, first try. Don't believe anything I say, I guess. So let's just kill Circuit Man with lightning bolt. Just give him a short break real quick. Let me practice. There you go.
And the shield stays, because we're an old version of 8-bit deathmatch. So, now that we're in Circuit Man, last stage is Charade Man.
So Charade Man features the last weapon, and in my opinion, one of the goofiest ones. So here's Charade Clone. So Charade Clone works like this. So that's my spawn point if I press M1 again. However, I can go suicide and just bomb someone with it if I just hit them up close. But you have real close to burn. It's mainly an escape weapon. You can get kills with it. I have gotten kills in my test runs. But it's just not that good on a deathmatch scenario. And you're not gonna use it anyway with all the circuit breakers anyway, so yeah. Let me just try to get rid of Charade Man here. Trying to use his weapon here. There you go. You got tricked by my magic card. Anyways, let's try getting a kill. Just for the culture. Ah well. Thank you, Leg Man. Let's try getting a kill for the culture, shall we? Oh yeah, I might as well show the mechanics. So the mechanic of this map, you see the icons here, they actually showcase how to get the stage platforms you can get in this stage. So might as well give a better demonstration of this. And now we get Magnet Man. We get Magnet Man again, but that's okay. Like you see what it tries to do. And, oh god, Justice League is so there you go. I got a kill with Charade Clone. You guys saw that. First ever recorded Charade Clone kill. First time, only on 20 effects though. And that's why you should join the.
That's how you should join the event next year. Our round on.
Anyways, now we should get done with this stage, so you know what that means. I gotta play the
Ah, well, I tried.
There was an attempt, but that's okay.
Because we have just a man encounter.
There's good to say for that speedrunner. Thanks to you, my eternal rebellion lies in ruins. Hi, Blood. Robots take the last sight in scrapyards like these.
Oh, wait, hold on.
All because of a foolish law. Humans don't even question it. Not all of them are like Dr. Light. I almost wonder what person created you to have you fighting against this. Against this cause. Perhaps you could have been an ally. Brought to our dream. But it's far too late. I will end this injustice for our kind. So here's Justice Man. So this boss fight is actually very easy. You just hit him with shotgun, of course. Just like in Cannon. They just jump around. He does a lot of shots. He flies around a lot. You're gonna shoot a lot of stuff on the air. Not a whole lot you can do here. It's a fight you mostly fight Buster only. It's a very easy fight, so as long as like you know general intuition, as long as you have like a general intuition to keep it deathmatch, you should be fine. Either way, he doesn't do that much damage. Just give him a short circuit. That being said, it's easier said than done because of the shotgun. Because guys, aiming is hard. So the lower he gets, the more aggro he's gonna get. So he's gonna spam a lot more moves and whatnot. That being said, it's better than the ramp. So always be on the lookout. Oh, careful. Oh, careful. We don't want to die. We don't want to die in this showcase, right? We might die on the showcase, actually. I got greedy. Your sacrifice will lead to the liberation of our kind. The liberation of our kind. I'm sorry. Anyways, let's do it again. Let's run it better. I can be better. Alright, so I might as well explain like the problem with shotgun with at least in the deathmatch. It only does damage when you shoot it, not when it comes back. It's not like a cutter weapon like a cutter or knife crush or anything like or magic card. So yeah. Let's just be a bit less greedy with the shot. If only I was playing with B16. That being said, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, careful. Oh! Oh! That's not good. I dodged that. And we're almost done. There you go. Good fight. Might as well just roll them a bit.
GG's, that's the Rock Force expansion.
Well, not yet. All of this effort. All to be defeated so abruptly. Is the spark of freedom already lost? No! I told you to stay away! You wanna ban our own? That's right. Fuse man never fails, bro. Never give up. We're always here for you. Please, save yourself so the rebellion will live on. Never. Perchance we'll understand, but we fight. Oh, we are slain. No, my brothers. It can't end like this. Your struggle, your sacrifice. You shall live on!
And ladies and gentlemen, on the screen you're going to see the biggest lie in Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch history. To be continued. Oh, brother. So I'm just going to say this right now. This expansion pack came out when I was 12. I am currently 22 years of age, and there has not been a single update to the Rock Force expansion pack outside of the maps, outside of the weapons. But yeah, that's Rock Force. Again, this this is, in my opinion, the more groundbreaking expansion pack. It did a lot of stuff. It did a lot of stuff that was very advanced for its time. This was back when like B5B was out, like just recently came out of the oven, and the fact that they figured out how to do cutscenes just showcased the expertise that the team in this project had, and it makes sense. A lot of the devs that worked for this expansion pack are actually working nowadays for the campaign of 8-Bit Deathmatch, and are currently devs for the game. So, see you next update, I guess. Probably in 21XX. Oh wait, hold on, Deathman. Deathman appearance, hold. Your sentence is death. So, that's about it. So unfortunately, because of the version that I'm running, we're gonna be boot looping a lot. That's mainly because of the Sendrona version I'm using, but that's fine. We're gonna be going to the final expansion pack for today. So this is my favorite one, mainly because I don't have to go through a bunch of hoops to even get this thing working. And it's mainly because I can play it on the more modern version of 8-Bit Deathmatch, which is B6B. Which means that I can just load the mods that I normally have in store. That being said, I do have to load some extra things. So let me just look for them. Where is it? What is it? MP. Here's the map pack. And here is cool thing. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just I think the game is okay, the game is shut down. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool for its time, to say the least. Hold on. Oh wait. It was really cool for its time. Like, even nowadays, it's still like the most technically impressive expansion pack of the lot. But yeah, it unfortunately hasn't been updated ever since, so we can't do much about that. And now I believe my 8-Bit Deathmatch has loaded properly, so we're just gonna wait a little bit here. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be coming here shortly. That being, there you go. There's the game. Let's just do that. So now we are on B6. This is my save file, and well, RNC story. RNC credits. Welcome to the No Constancy expansion pack. This is, in my opinion, the most expansive one of the lot. And as you can probably tell, this is the more modern 8-Bit Deathmatch experience. We're just gonna concrete shot on Spider-Man because it's funny. But yeah, just to like showcase like how modern we are, you have the mock shot and Max. And you know what? Just for the sake of what I did for someone, let's be Spider.
Now let's rumble. Now let's rumble.
Let's be Spider here for the time being. It's not gonna add much of anything, but it's gonna make it funny. So here's Tornado Man. Just so you have an idea of how modern we're going. So, welcome to my favorite expansion pack, mainly because of how well it has held up, to the point that this is the only expansion pack that is remotely compatible with version 6. So, let's begin. Chapter X, the first Mavericks. So, yeah, this is No Constancy. All of these, okay, there's like a bunch of maps. These maps are very old.
they have held up in my opinion.
You've really stirred things up.
But yeah. But yeah, I mean, you have Wind Slicer, I mean, same as No Constancy, does a lot of damage. It's much slower though, so you gotta watch out for that. There's the Lay Flame. Top 5 weapons ever made on 8-Bit Deathmatch. This is not a drill. This weapon is stupid good. So let me just showcase the Lay Flame. So of course, if you know No Constancy, you know how the Lay Flame works. It stands still for a little bit, then it goes fast. However, the thing with 8-Bit Deathmatch and the reason why it's so broken here is that the bots and basically everyone is rather dumb, and they're just gonna run towards the Lay Flame no matter what you do. So yeah, we're gonna be using the Lay Flame a lot. It also does stupid amount of damage for how spammable it is. I think it does like 60 damage per pop. So yeah. Very broken weapon. Might as well showcase a new one here, which is Ice Circle. Ice Circle's pretty funny. So Ice Circle, I mean, just normal Leaf Shield in the original, but here it's actually a lot more fun. So I'm not controlling anything, as you can probably tell by the controller inputs I'm having right now. But it basically just gives you ice physics, and there's no control over what you do. However, it does give you Star Crash abilities, which means you can constantly damage people when you have Ice Circle on. And lastly, if you shoot out Ice Circle, it's just gonna be bouncing around like you're using it in the first place, like this. It's very cool. But anyways, I'm about to lose this stage, which is gonna be embarrassing because I did speedrun this expansion in particular. This was to explain a bit of like my own backstory. The way I started my speedrunning thing in 8-Bit Deathmatch was specifically with this expansion pack, because I thought it was so fun, and I realized that like not a lot of people speedrun the game, so I thought, might as well try it out in this expansion pack for fun. And here we are. I mean, I speedrun the game. I got a world record now. But yeah, that's Airman No Constantly. And yeah, Curve, I agree. Like, this expansion pack has been polished so much from what it used to be. Even back then, it was amazing. But yeah, here's Heatman No Constancy. Shout out Mega Man Zero. Shout out to Skybane. I know he's not seeing this, but I know he loves his Mega Man Zero music. But yeah, this map, honestly, timeless classic. If you played Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch, you have absolutely played this map once. It's just a classic. It's just a classic old style map that just honestly has held the test of time. And there's Rumbling Bang, by the way. It's not as broken as it was back then, and even in Rockman No Constancy, but it's still a very good weapon. I think all they had to do was like balance the damage, which honestly, for the best. Because Rumbling Bank was super annoying to deal against, so yeah, might as well showcase the new weapon of this stage for Heatman. I don't see Heatman No Constancy, maybe he's running at a wall, which is fine. Let me just showcase Protocharge here. So Protocharge, I mean, really cool weapon. It's a bit of a faster atomic fire as usual. As you may know from the original No Constancy hack by Ika, or by Ika really, I should pronounce it in the Japanese way. Here's Spin Wheel. I mean, it's Spin Wheel from the original, like from the original game. And by original game, I mean both No Constancy and X2. So not much to explain there. It pierces. It goes fast when it goes on the ground, and it does have a cool little arc that makes it a bit spammable. But yeah, I mean, this stage is just timeless. It's amazing. It feels amazing to play on duels. There's a lot of ways you can go. A lot of it showcase the gimmick of Heatman here, of the original Heatman stage, which was of course
invisible blocks, and there's also an interesting gimmick. You might notice the colors of the stage, but if I reload the stage, or if I redo it, I actually get a different color of the sunset. Similar to what the original ROM hack did, the more you traversed into it. So, okay, I got the cool kill with the rumbling bang. Oh, well, but yeah, I mean, weapons are cool. Very polished mod, honestly. Okay, I thought I was cooked for a second. Oops, careful. Nice. Very good kill. Oh! Maple Man was so greedy. Anyways, here's Heat Man no Constancy. The no constancy bosses don't say anything. Mainly to like represent they are out here to kill and kill. They're not here for fun. So yeah. Oh yeah, I guess another mechanic I have to say. Originally, and this is something that was unfortunately lost to time. The gimmick is that there was double damage. The enemies do double damage. You do half the damage that they do, I believe. I'm not sure if this is still the case nowadays. I'm pretty sure it isn't, to my knowledge. But it also gave you the colors of RNC's hard mode, which, if you know anything, they're the same colors as Mega Man Zero's hard mode. You know, you're green. Absurdly green. Exuberantly green. I think that's a word in English. Anyways, here's Quick Man. Let me just get careful with the power charge. There you go. Good try using your own weapon. Let me just shoot you real quick. And that. Alright, Heat Man no Constancy. Of course, best song in the Mega Man franchise. Argue with the wall. So anyways, here's Flash Man no Constancy. There's a cool weapon here that I can showcase. This map's also pretty timeless. Even though it's pretty basic, it's still really fun to play with. Especially on multiplayer. But now I want to get the weapon, and to get the weapon I need to get a specific utility, which is right around the corner here. Here's Rush Coil. Let me just grab it. Let me just deal with this Crystal Man. Careful here. Ah, bummer. Alright, never lucky anyway. Okay, Crystal Man's locking in, or maybe I'm just too dumb right now. But yeah, like... Alright, so here's the thing that I was wanting to showcase. So that right there is Flashman no Constancy's weapon. You probably know what it is. Let me just deal with all these dudes real quick, just like be a little safer. I would like to quote a doctor in Balatro, but unfortunately I can't. At least it's not appropriate right now. Alright, let me just go to the other side. Let me just grab the lay flame while I'm out of here. Funny weapon. Funny weapon, be funny. Oh yeah, I guess I should address the elephant in the room. Why is that door there? There you go. Very good kills, by the way. That being said, Crystal Man is locking in. I'm pretty sure like those two kills I gave him earlier are giving him the advantage right now. Anyways, here's Heat Man no Constancy with the shades.
all edgy, you know the drill. This is no constancy. No constancy is for the grown-ups, for the edgies. Oh, careful. Spin wheel. Oh, it really works. That being said, they did give a good damage off the Dust Rusher. There you go.
That was a little dicey, but we still bowled. So let's go up here.
Here's Salardo. Unfortunately, I don't have the right skin for it, so we're not gonna be doing it.
I do have a Jotaro skin, which is pretty funny.
Anyways, let's showcase it with Hero Program. So, Salardo! So the idea of the weapon is that it's basically an escape tool. Pretty much. So you use it once, you dip out immediately.
That's the purpose of it. It's not that good of a weapon to say the least. But it's more of an escape tool. Which is cool. Which is great. Not every weapon needs to be like overpowered or something. So enough said.
Yeah, Brand New World is also really good. But I was referring to, like, we know, best Mega Man song in the franchise. I meant Esperanto. That song is just phenomenal. And I think barely any song reaches its level. Reaches its decree on Mega Man, on the entire Mega Man franchise. And I've heard a lot of it. Anyways, let's actually lock in because Crystal Man is winning and we can't have that. This stage takes way too long, even on the speedrun. Crystal Man is still getting a bunch of kills. Let me do Proto Man dirty here. There you go. Let's do this. Oh wait, right, I can't hug the wall with the late flame. Doomjank! Oh hey. Looks like he wants revenge, and he's using the same weapon I used on him. Unfortunately, yeah, not gonna work against me. Anyways, here's Right Man. There you go.
Very good stage, actually. Shout out Namco x Capcom, yeah, genuinely. Anyway, so Flashman, after Flashman, very long stage, that almost took 5 minutes. That would be awful on the speedrun, but yeah. I have the answer to the question you get about the Reach Gate. Are you fine with spoilers? Well, here's the thing, I already speedrun this expansion pack in particular. I don't need spoilers, so I don't think you need to spoil it for everyone else. That's okay. So anyways, let's go to Crash Man.
We're in Mega Man X now. But at the same time, we're just playing fighting game music. We're in the intro stage. We're not sure where Vile is. I think I ate him. My bad, chat. But anyways, this stage honestly didn't age well. They tried modifying it to make the rooms a little bit more connected, make hits a lot less annoying in this stage. Unfortunately, it's a mixed bag. On one hand, like, you know, the layout of the stage is like pretty cool, like it allows you to find enemies ASAP, but it's pretty basic. I mean, not much you can really do with the X1 intro stage anyway, so yeah. Anyways, oh hey, here's Crash Man no Constancy. He only has one arm. Well, at least this is an improvement because he actually has one hand. Unlike the original version, which actually has, as we all know, no hands. So we're just gonna deal with the stage very quickly. Here's Rumbling Bang. There was Wind Slicer in there. Okay. All right. Here's Rising Sun. So Rising Sun is weird, right? Because it functions exactly the same way as vanilla Metal Blade does, with the added bonus that it pierces through people. So you can genuinely just get multiple frags with Rising Sun. The problem is, like, it doesn't do nearly as much damage to justify using it at all.
Like, it only does about like 30-ish, I think.
Which is not that great. Like, and it's not nearly as spammable as Metal Blade 2, so there's that. Let me just take care of Gutsman here. That's spamming Spin Wheel. There you go. Nice. Alright, let's grab beat support. Let's grab the E-Tank while we're at it. Oh, okay. Nice. Gotta be careful about it. Nice.
Good sage. Alright, Crashman is done. I believe what's next is Buble. Yeah, Ballman.
Alright, Bobbleman, honestly, this is a very weird stage. This stage is mostly symmetrical, as you can probably tell. There is a section at the top of the stage right here, which no one goes to, but it holds a ice circle, which I don't know why you would use it on this stage. But yeah, you have the option. What we're gonna use here is Danger Wrap. Because it does a lot of damage and you can just stack it. You can do a lot of cool techniques with it. Here's the spin wheel, by the way.
I believe the only update this map got is that corridor in particular where you find Spin Wheel. There's Night Crush. I'm not sure, again, I'm not sure why you would get it willingly, but meh, to each their own. Let's just be ultra careful about this.
Gotta be careful.
I wish I could like commentate nearly as much, but again, like Ballman stage just simply doesn't have that much going on. It's like, hey, it's a water stage. It's cool, but
Yeah, unfortunately, the map design here is not nearly as interesting, nor does it have like a cool backstory. Here's Bobbleman non-constantly, by the way, wearing his snorkel and his goggle and the glass and the goggles, I think. So at least he's now a lot more ready this way.
But yeah, unfortunately, Bobbleman's stage is not as interesting. And in my opinion, that's kind of the biggest pitfall of this expansion pack. Like, as much as like this expansion is like really polished, very polished.
Unfortunately, a lot of the maps aren't nearly as interesting outside of a few of them.
I mean, Heatman is a very good example. Crashman, or Clashman, I mean, is also a good example. Oh wait, I just did the funny thing with Mega Ball. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. The maps aren't nearly as interesting, however, the maps are fun. The maps are fun to play. I guess that's what really matters at the end of the day. Let me just focus here real quick to end the stage, thank you.
Great. Alright, after this, we get a banger.
This is Metal Man. Of course, the Maverick's Last Stand from X2 is playing. So this map is infamous. This is the entire map. That right there, from there to there, that's the entire map. This map is awful on multiplayer. You can probably tell why.
Especially if there's like a lot of people in it, it's just hard to move around. But yeah, I mean, at least it's fine.
The map is okay. It's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, this map's amazing on duels. Like, genuinely incredibly fun map on duels, but that's about it. Thought I had the full chart going. But yeah, the weapon selection of this map is akin to MM3 Dr. Wily 2, which means that none of the weapons do enough damage to like guarantee a kill, but the bot can so steal your kill if they want to, which is fun. So I might need to focus a little bit here, and I might need to shut down the commentary a little bit, but outside of that, this stage doesn't have a whole lot going for it. There's a pit, there's an instant death pit that I might showcase and just take some damage so I don't take -1. There you go. That's a death pit. Hope you liked it. Look, scrap metal for the scrap metal god, as they say. Let me just try and dodge these. Never mind, I didn't dodge them. I'm not good at the game, I guess. Someone picked up. Wait, right, I picked up Eddie Butler and I died. I didn't miss it. Gonna try and focus up here. Nah, Junkman picked it up. Bummer. Alright, let's see here. Let's be careful about it. Oh god, that's a 3-kill gap. Oof. Metal Man is absolutely locking in right now. Not letting anything slide. Oof. Oh lord. 14, I think I might be cooked. Yeah, this map's like, again, this map's annoying. Like, even on Deathmatch, it's a pretty annoying map. Get over here, thank you. Just, get that. Okay.
That was meant to be my kill. Yeah, this is what I mean. Unfortunate. Thought I was gonna, like, not fail at all on this one, but it happens.
Alright, so Chad, how are you enjoying, how have you been going on so far? How's been your day, you know?
Like, I gotta try to, like, get my thoughts off for this stage, because it's, like, quite annoying stage to deal with. I'll read chat, don't worry. I'm very good, like, doing this kind of stuff. You know, talking to people while I'm gaming here.
Maybe don't roll into roll. Maybe don't roll onto roll. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay. We're gonna shoot this Iceman with unlimited snowflakes. Look, these snowflakes are infinite. Well, not anymore. They're not infinite anymore. But they were infinite. Like, you have gotta believe it. Nice. Okay, I thought I could kind of pull that off. Okay. Alright, there you go. In the lead. This is a much better pace than last time. Okay, we're still in first place. Sorry if I like showcase the scoreboard here, like for a few seconds. It's my speedrunner instinct, making sure I win.
Anyways, there we go. Anyways, that's the most annoying stage out of the way. Yet. So, you know, Barunius was talking in the chat, was talking about, you know, how Quickman of Constantine has a banger song. Well, Barunius, I have very good news for you.
So the gimmick of the stage, there are these lasers. These lasers get reflected by these crystals. This gimmick wasn't really in the original game, but it's cool that they put it here. That being said, so
I remember the days when, like, the lasers did not kill you at all, so you could just, like, phase through them, you could just chill on them.
Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore, so because they fixed it. So yeah, we're gonna have to be a bit more acquainted with it. Wait, hold on. Let me turn up the audio here real quick so you guys can enjoy the music a little bit better. There you go. Oh god. Ooh, that's a black screen. Nice. That was a black screen on my end. Don't worry about it. We are still probably. Let me just do something here real quick. There you go. I see you better now. There you go. I'm not sure why Ballad is on the stage or why Ace is on the stage or whatever. I'm more about the hi-hats anyway. Oh, there's Rockman. Rockman's over there. See if I can put this on like this. Yeah, I can. I can be cheap about it. I believe there's nothing but Star Crash in here, which would be great if the Delay Flame wasn't in the map or any other Ripper, really. Unfortunately, Star Crash here is down so yeah. You're better off with stuff like Rising Sun or Ring Boomerang. Ring Boomerang is usually my go-to in the speedrun, since it does a lot of damage. And because of the whole Ripper buff that B6B has, it's a lot better. Especially if you get the proc hit. Okay, Ballad has his mostly original colors, there you go. Okay, I can jump here. Nice. Anyway, it's now time to finish off the stage. I'm gonna go show this over the Delay Flame one last time. I'm lying, I'm gonna use the Delay Flame all the time for this show, for this RNC showcase. There you go.
Very good stage. Alright, now it's time for my least favorite stage of the lot. So, let's go to Woodman. This stage, I mean, the stage is alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. But, yeah, did not age well at all, dude. It's not fun to deal with at all. And, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if you played this for the first time, you were absolutely hard stuck on this stage. I can almost guarantee it. Everyone was hard stuck here.
And it was really a test of endurance. Because, god, the weapons are, like, not that good. Maybe Freeze Cracker, maybe, like, Sports Wheel or Needle Cannon. But yeah, like, it suffers again from Mega Man 3 Dr. Wily 2 syndrome. Where the weapons are, like, good-ish. Where you can, like, yeah, you can do a lot of damage, but you can't really guarantee a kill with them. So it becomes a lot more annoying. The main strategy for this stage is that you use Trouble Sentry when you see a lot of spots, and you just camp around the corner, try to like lure a lot of spots into your vicinity where Trouble is, at least when he is in there. If you can do that, you can like deal with the stage much more easily. But yeah, I really don't like this stage, unfortunately. It's, like, the weapon selection is a bit questionable. It does make sense. And, like, you know, Rising Sun being Woodman and sees weakness and all. But yeah, like, it's just, like, you get your kill stolen so easily. And it's also like a 20 frag stage, so it's even longer than the loot.
time to get done with the stage. Might as well showcase the upper area here.
So the upper area doesn't have a whole lot. You have Ice Wave there. Now, I do forget about Ice Wave, I can't lie. It's not the weapon I think of using when doing the stage, but it generally is the best weapon here. I don't pick it up usually because it's like it's quite the stroll to get. And in speedrun, you can't really risk doing scrolls like that.
So I usually go for like Trouble Sentry, Freeze Cracker, or Wheel. Those are like easy to get. Anyways, that was a really good stage. So now that we've done all 8 Robot Masters for No Constancy, it's time to deal with, honestly, one of the most timeless maps of this entire expansion.
Wily One. So Wily One, wait, hold on, let me see.
Let's wait here a little bit. Don't worry, the bots are not gonna kill themselves. Any minute now. So they're gonna come now. In fact, let me just change my skin to something a lot more fitting considering the JoJo reference.
This is Jotaro. Say hi to him. I might as well kill. Might as well go kill while I'm waiting for the dragon here. So the gimmick of the stage, you have one Sniper Joe that's gonna be doing the copy web guy. However, this is actually updated to B6 speed. And they decided to keep a mechanic. Oh hey, look, here he is. Look, it's the guy. Or the girl. Mecha Dragon with sunglasses. That's what I wanted to show. But yeah, this is a timeless, very short map. Well, very small for that matter. But yeah, the gimmick of the stage, all the bosses you're gonna see here, except the Sniper Joe, of course, all of them have unlimited supply of their respective weapons from the constancy. As you can see, Woodman has unlimited supply of Icicle, which is scary. Where is the Woodman? Woodman left. Oh, okay, come on, come on here. Come on, I know you have ADHD, you're a bot, but like, come on. There you go, thank you.
Alright. Quickman has the light flame. Here. Ooh, that's tough.
Oh, that's quite the gap. Maybe I shouldn't be too entertained by this dragon. Anyways, I can definitely get the lead back, don't worry about it. I can totally get the lead back. Like I said, it's a bit tedious, especially on the water, where most of the bots lie, but I should be okay.
I could use Rumbling Bank to like deal with everything on the face a bit more easily, but
that's not fun. Let's just keep this Joe here with Wooden Light here. Try to slice him up. Never mind. Here's Tangle Roll. Tangle Roll's actually pretty good on the map. Let's just go in the water, and everyone is here, I think. Just shoot it. Okay, Dragon's aiming at me. Of course, they're too low on air. Too low on the back. My soul was melt, man. Oh god, Metal Man's like launching it. Oh wait. Yeah, Metal Man's like just killing it. Literally. Just killing everyone. Like a camera. Ooh. Oh dear. Might need to pick Rumbling Bang up. Yeah, I might need to pick up Rumbling Bang for the sake of convenience sake. Alright, let's try and focus here. No man, nowhere to be found. Not getting any kills. Never mind, he just got a kill. Maybe I should have gone down. There you go. I stopped him for a little bit, even though he is 3 kills away to winning the stage. And I don't want to like reset the stage. This takes a bit too long. Oh, careful. I just exit unit here. Be better safe than breaking it. There you go. I'm getting killed. And I might be getting killed with Ice Circle. Just show the safe side with Ice Circle. Yeah, there you go. Frozen today. Let's just try and steal Mailman's skills here, I think. Where are you? I'm hearing you from my left. I'm hearing you from my left. That's all I see. Ah, bummer.
5 minutes on the stage. I love this game. I'm part of the community. Yeah, same. Been part of this community for like 13 years. I just gone by different names. Like honestly, I'm just glad that I'm like skilled enough, or like, and that my computer's good enough to like showcase all these expansion packs to you guys. At least the No Constants expansion pack is making up for the time I lost trying to set up this entire stream. Apologies for the potato quality, chat.
Alright, let's just lock in here. Middleman's a little annoying. I might as well explain a little bit more of the gimmick. So not only are these bosses like just using their own respective weapons from No Constantly, they also do double the damage that you would normally do when you use the weapon. So it is truly now hard mode for the game. So yeah, we're gonna have to be turbo careful. Nice shot. Let's just keep using the delayed flame provide. There you go. Delayed flame provides work. See, it works every time. You're gonna be using this weapon a lot if you're gonna be playing this expansion pack, by the way. It's so good. It's disgustingly good.
Just do that, thank you.
Here's photo charge, by the way. I didn't pick it up because it does feel kind of pointless, and this kind of does the damage. That being said, it does do damage. Reasonable damage, does do damage. Ah, bummer. Nice, good kill.
Alright, let's see the... Oh god.
There you go, nice kill. Let's go grab Tango Roll here and just put the cat in the water for a bath. Don't worry, the cat will get a kill shot. Ah well, I tried. Like I said, good shot on the thing. Alright, my gap is not great. My spread is not great, or my lead is not that great. Good. Alright, great. By the way, do be careful with these. Oh wait, no, they patched it. Boo. Boo. They hate me having fun. So I remember, like, when this campaign was, like, very new,
You could actually jump on the spikes and die
if you weren't careful. But, I think they patched it recently. So yeah, unfortunately you can't have that amount of fun. You can do, like, an edge jump in there. You could have done an edge jump on the spikes, but, wouldn't recommend that.
I'm getting a lot of kills here. It's like actually really impressive. Oh god! Hi Metal Man. How you doing? Get over here, bro. Thank you. Alright.
Thank you, Rockman, for the support.
Average delay flame fight. There you go, nice kill.
Well, one more kill, so probably killing this Metal Man probably doesn't hurt. If I can name it, there you go. If you can name it. Oh god. Nice shot. Nice shot.
Alright, you know, what normally happens in vanilla but deathmatch, you beat a wily stage, maybe you beat 2 wily stages, and you go to the boss directly. Well, not the case with No Constantly. We're not gonna have to deal with 4 wily stages. This is the second one, of course. As you may know, this is where the Pico Pico is, and unfortunately this is gonna be a bit more annoying because you're gonna get to deal with the Waddle. Thankfully, I have the Jotaro skin. So I should be okay against Flash Dio here. Unfortunately, this is where the more annoying bosses are. Crash Man, Bubble Man, Heatman, I believe here as well. Yeah. Basically, the second half of bosses is one of the first stages. These and a lot of these are very annoying. I'm just gonna put that out there. So the strategy for this one is that you on a conveyor belt you're gonna put trouble sensor and you're just gonna like move around the conveyor belt and get killed before. Well, both delay flame and spin wheel. Both work really.
Alternatively, you could just like other weapons, but those 2 weapons, delay flame and spin wheel, are usually my go-to for this one. That does a lot of damage. Otherwise, then everybody's spooked. Okay, so here's Heatman again. So the strategy here is that you move left and right to like juke around the bots. At least that's the strategy I do on like when I speed on this campaign. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Let's spawn the little doggy here. Oh god, I spawned it on the floor. That's funny. No, that's funny. Make sure to kill you, thank you. I'm still pretty low on health, I only have 7. Oh god. Alright, thank you. I need, what are you doing? And I was useless, I guess. There's a lot of them. Well, at least now you get to see the flavor.
Mostly, at least.
Okay, now I'm not gonna get the revenge kill. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, hello. This stage is pretty big, but it's not that bad to deal with.
It's not that bad to deal with.
So just be careful. Okay, we're almost dead.
Almost got fan-fiended by Zalado there.
Try to. Thank you. All right, there you go. We're practicing. Here's Pico Pico, by the way. Pico Pico run, by the way. There's a lot more stuff. Stop. Oh, right, here's base. Right. I forgot. Right. Base has the base button. Right. I forgot. My bad, Dad. Base doesn't do much of anything, though. As you realize, I was just standing there. Let's see if I can get the stage soon enough. I think I can. This stage's not that bad anyway. It's just like a little tedious. Let's see. Good job on the time, but I want to call my dog. Thank you. Alright. Now we are approaching the most infamous stage of the pack. The one that has like a really cool mechanic, and it's genuinely insane how this is even possible. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work that well. So, welcome to Wily 3. Welcome to Yomo Konpaku's stage from Megamari. So the gimmick here, we're on the ceiling now. The problem is, like, these are very icy physics, so you can very easily die like that. Unfortunately, it's not that good of a stage. Thankfully, this is like the easiest stage in the entire game, bar none. You just spam the lay flame on this specific area, and you win video games. Like, it's so easy. Now, the hard part is actually getting to the lay flame. Once you get to the lay flame, you can basically just farm there. Now, thankfully for you, and for your sanity, this stage is Team Deathmatch, specifically. Which means that the Joes aren't going to kill each other at all. They're working against you. Well, in theory they're working against you, but it's not going to stop them from being dumb. Outside of that, I mean, the stage mechanic is cool. Let me just showcase it one more time so you guys have a bit of a better idea of what I'm doing. So there it is. That's a gimmick. It's not that useful, honestly. It's cool, like, you can get some mileage out of it on, like, multiplayer, especially in duels, but I have yet to see, like, a genuine scenario where generally it would go upside down. The Legends is supposed to be in a very, easy to catch position, really. But outside of that, not a whole lot. Very good weapons, very good maps, especially on multiplayer, especially on duels. I always pick this map on duels when I have the chance, or when I'm playing duels in the first place. But yeah, I mean, not a whole lot. Here's Rising Sun. Might as well get a kill with it. If I can aim at the Sniper Joe, probably not. That's the answer. Rising Sun is up here. I believe I can get it through other means. Yeah. Nice. I got a good kill. Alright, so the final stage. So this is part of what makes No Constancy's expansion pack very special. So welcome to Wily 4 No Constancy. This is a hard stage in the game, and it was made by the creator of Mega Man 8 Deathmatch, Capcom Mike himself. Now this map is iconic for multiple reasons. It's a very good Deathmatch map. Unfortunately, that's also its biggest downfall. It's a very good Deathmatch map. Way too good at its job, so everyone gets killed. No matter what you do, everybody will get a kill. You will get a kill, 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 everybody here gets a kill. So that's gonna make it much harder for me trying to beat this stage in the first place. It's as you can probably tell, that just happened. So yeah, I'm gonna give like a very important photosensitivity warning for this stage only, because there's a lot going on in this stage. It's very cramped, it's very short. It does give like a lot of potential to explore weapons. Unfortunately, you have to do so much, and it's very hard to do so much. kill. Oh god. I almost found the glue. Fine. I need a flash bomb here. So usually what you do is that you would normally pick up Rumbling Bang. Rumbling Bang unfortunately isn't that good now. I think because of the way explosive damage changed. So you're better off with Flash Bomb. At least from my experience, just better off with Flash Bomb. That way Rumbling Bang is still pretty viable.
Very good stage, actually. That was a really good stage. Not my fastest. My fastest is like 1 minute 30. That was still a really fast stage. But anyways, we dealt with all 4 Wily stages, so I guess we go back to Flash Man. That's what Sawardo was. There was a lot of terraformations going on. A lot of probably an earthquake or something. Well, I mean, we could go. Well, it's locked. Oh well. I mean.
Oh wait, there's a path. There's a path to that gate. So that's what that gate was for. I mean, yeah, you just. Ah, this is wonderful. Guess I hate having fun. And this was risen, huh? Well, we're Jotera. I mean, here's the skin if you want to look at it from a better angle. But let's change the skin to something a bit more fitting. There you go. Alright, let's just go to the door, I guess. I mean, we have nowhere else to go. Oh. Well, you could do this, I believe. Well, guess there's nothing else to do.
Well, welcome to Super Wily. Of course, this is the boss, the final boss of Rockman of Constancy.
Now, this boss is a little awkward in this expansion, mainly because of the way the deathmatch works. It moves the exact same way as it did on, original No Constancy. It moves on an 8. Oh, well, on an 8 pattern. The problem is, like, it's very hard to aim. It's very finicky. And they were aware of this. They were aware you were gonna run out of energy, so thankfully, the devs were really generous with the energy, with the energy you need. However, that comes with the downside. You have no health at all coming to the fight, so you had to do it in a single try. Gotta wait here. So the strategy. So what I normally do is that I wait for Super Wily to go. I stand in the middle and I wait for him to come here. That way I can get as many hits as I can. But anyways, we're about to be done with the showcase, unfortunately. I hope you guys genuinely enjoy this as much as I did, not only as a kid, but also as I do nowadays. Mainly out of nostalgia, trying to reminisce of, older days. Not necessarily better days, but, days where I was like a kid, I was excited for so much more stuff, and I was less aware of, what was going on in my country and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, this fight, it kind of explains itself, to say the least. It's just 8 pattern, aim the wind slicer. You'll be fine. Oh, careful with the ball here. Yeah, this fight's pretty awkward. Well, maybe I can aim, guys. I think I could promise you guys I can aim. Probably. Oh, careful. Alright, we're about to be done. And almost there for Super Wily. And okay, come on, get over here, get over here. Get over here, there you go, that's it.
That is the Rockman No Constancy expansion pack. And those are all the expansion packs I have to showcase for you today. Now, originally there was a bonus thing I wanted to showcase, which was like how Gamma was back in the day. But honestly, like, I'm fine ending it here. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the dev team here. Thankfully, Jack Curbis stopped doing like, stopped terrorizing Geo Seller and decided to program for the Rockman expansion pack, which is a W. Again, I genuinely miss these kind of expansion packs, and it's part of the reason why I wanted to showcase them right here. Just to remind myself of the time when like single player was actually important and a lot of community members genuinely cared about it. Unfortunately, those days are long gone, and expansion packs have completely changed. Expansion packs are nowadays just limited to map pack, weapon pack, skin pack, ship it. Which is fine, I'm fine with this, but sometimes I just don't want to deal with connecting to the internet. Sometimes I just want to like enjoy stuff by my own and you know, have some fun, have maybe play a new campaign, maybe have a new experience, like maybe introduce myself to other series as a whole. Like I remember like it was through the expansion pack of Rock Force that I even knew of Rock Force existence, and I played it. It was incredibly fun. But outside of that, I mean, that's all I really gotta say. I just hope these kind of campaign expansion packs come back one day. I know there's like some promise with a future campaign mod for Mega Man DOS, with all of the bosses from that game. And also there was like an expansion pack that was decided by the own creator of that expansion pack, which is Queen's Gambit and Mush Sect in particular, that actually decided that out of that expansion pack, they decided to make a game out of it. So if you guys are interested in like some cool fan game projects approaching, you have Queen's Gambit in there, which is meant to be a Mega Man and Base sequel. But aside of that, I mean, I'm completely done for the expansion packs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these as much as I did. I apologize for the quality. I apologize for the delays in the stream and whatnot. Again, please download 8-Bit Deathmatch. In my opinion, it's the most underrated Mega Man fan game of all time. Like, a lot of people know it's great, they just never play it and they just never have an opinion on it. And it doesn't really appear in the conversations of, like, good fan games to recommend to people, mainly because it's a first-person shooter, but trust me when I say, don't let the first-person shooter aspect limit you from such a great experience. This game is easy, and of course, like, does have a skill creep, but the game actually adapts to that skill creep in a very good way. And I mean, outside of that, I mean, you know, don't need the Venezuela relief funds. I'm from Venezuela. That's why, like, I was very scared to showcase these in the first place, because of the power outages going on recently. But outside of that, I mean, I have nothing else to plug. If you want to follow me, twitch.tv/lobo_6. I'm currently part of the Mega Man 2 randomizer tournament. I believe my next match is going to be on Saturday against Alice PC. So if you're interested, I mean, hop on my channel on Saturday, probably at night or at noon, I don't know. But I really don't have any other projects to say or plug outside of the Command Mission real-time dub that I was a part of. But yeah. I guess that's all there is to me. Download Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch, seriously. A worthwhile experience. If you want to try these expansion packs, I believe the only one available at the moment is No Constancy, and you have to load like a few watts to make it work. But yeah, anything else, you know, play the game. Join the speedrunning community. We're just 3 people, please. We need more people. But yeah, that's enough plugs for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all, hopefully, later.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The show. Let's go. from civil rights, marches with Martin Luther, to living in the sky. Welcome to the future East Coast.